Oh, good Lord, it's good to be alive. It is still freezing cold out. I have my solar oven out. I got my chicken in the pot. And I had some steak sauce that I just needed to use up because it's like past its expiration date. And I just poured all that steak sauce in there on top of the chicken. We'll see. And today, sometime today, when it warms up, right now I gotta go take a shower. There we go, right there. Okay, this is the Hawkins mini pressure cooker. Now, I found out about this from a friend of mine, Rob. Rob's Homemade Life. I'm going to leave a link to his video. And in his video, he has an Amazon link to this. And right now, it's $18. So I'm going to cook me, I'm going to see how long it takes to cook some dried beans in this. And I may give Rob a call and ask him what he thinks time-wise, because I don't want to cook them too much. My goal is to use as little propane as possible, get this to boiling, and I have no idea how long to boil it. Rob will probably know, because he's used this a lot, and I've never used it before. So I washed it out and stuck it out here last night, and today we're going to see how quick it will boil maybe a cup of beans. And I'll be checking my solar oven. It's so cold, my breath is still fogging, and I'm in my jammies and barefoot. So I'm going inside to take a shower, get my clothes on. See you in a bit. Still cold, still got my jacket and my hat on, but I'm a clean cold. Okay, some of these still had ice on them when I put them in there, but it's already up to 150, so that's a good sign. Only been out here, I mean, the sun has only been up over the tree for just 10 minutes or so. So I got this shadow aimed about 15 minutes ahead. So I'm gonna come out here in 15 minutes and see what temperature is up to now that it's got full sun in there. And now let's go. I got about a half a cup of coffee left to drink, and then I'm going to put my beans. I'll show you I think I already showed this to you. It's been a little while. Yeah, I'm gonna put my beans and water in here. And I just Googled it. There's no need to bother Rob. I'm going to put what beans I got in here. And hold on one second. Let's see if I can open this door. Yep.
It takes
Huh?
4 minutes from start to where they can come off the ground.
4 minutes, no kidding.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Stuff. All right, this is I don't even know how much this is. It's just the rest of the beans. So I'm going to dump them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll wash them and then put them back in here. We'll be back. All right, I've got I cleaned and rinsed them, and this is how you put that in there, sideways, and then like this, and then there's this little thing here that there we go. All right, I'm not gonna do nothing for a little while. I'm just gonna leave this in the pot and on that burner. I'm not ready to cook them yet, but I'll leave them out there for just a little bit. And then when it warms up a little bit, I will come out here and crank it up. And it's about halfway filled with water. They say don't go over halfway with the water, I guess, so it has enough room to bleed off. All right, back in a minute. I'm gonna go get my last little dribble of coffee. All right, 200. And it is 10 in the morning. So I got a really late start. I'm gonna turn this just a little bit. I put it ahead of the sun just a little bit. And what I do is leave a little gap between the legs there. Right there. And that's usually about 15 or 20 minutes ahead of the sun. And then I wait about 15 minutes to come back out and re-aim it. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and cook them beans. I'm not gonna eat them this early, but I don't wanna leave them sitting around in water because apparently beans sour. I had no idea such a thing happened. So let me go start that up. Here's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind when I have to, if I ever have to rely on this, that it's a little bit windy and it is blowing the flames out. So I may have to figure out a way to block the wind. Yeah, it's probably a 4 or 5 mile an hour steady wind right now, with a little bit of gusting over that a little bit. But anyway, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let this come to a boil, and then I'm gonna turn it down as low as it'll go without blowing that flame out. And I think I'm gonna give this 15 minutes and then turn it off and just let it sit in the pot for a little while. And then I'll open it up and see if they're tender enough to eat. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we are starting to steam. So I'm gonna give this 15 minutes of that, and we'll be back. Come on, you know you want to. Do it. Go on. Let's hear it.
I wish I'd had that on video when you jumped and scared the dogs.
Yeah, the first time it did, I had my back turned to it, and I jumped about 2 foot off the ground. And when I jumped, the dogs jumped.
Lucy thought the world had gone to an end.
I may have it too low. There we go. All right, it's been, I'm gonna shut this off. I had the tiniest of flame under there, keeping this steaming. The tiniest of flame, just enough to keep it lit. Like I said, it's a little windy. So it took me about 20 minutes to bring this to the point where it was blowing off there. I'm gonna leave it for about 15 or 20 minutes. And I'm gonna go feed my cat. And then I'm gonna come readjust the oven, and we'll have a look at that temperature here in a minute. All right, 11:15, and it's so about 260 or so. I'm gonna adjust this just a little bit, not much. There we go. I'm sitting on the front porch, so I'll be able to check this out pretty regular. All right, about 260. So when it hits 300, I'll be happy, because it only take a couple hours at 300 to cook that. All right, let's open this up. Smells good. Just gonna let that cool for just a minute. All right, let me go ahead and have a see here. We'll try it. You know, if I had probably gone another 5 minutes with the steam, with the rocker going, you could eat these, they're done. But they could probably use another 5 minutes. Yeah. So I went 15 minutes. I bet you these would have been good if I'd let them, I don't know what you call it, steam or pressure cook with that rocker thing popping off. I bet you if I'd gone 20 whole minutes, that would have been just enough, because which, you know, beans take a lot of energy to cook. Although I cooked them in the solar oven for, you know, it didn't cost me anything but sunshine. So if you were in a time when there was no electricity and you had a little propane burner, these would cook enough beans for 2 or 3 people if you had something else like, you know, rice. So, yeah, let me, one more mouthful here. I'll tell you what, all the beans except the red beans are done. This is a mixture. They're not bad. So if I didn't have red beans in it, everything else would be fine. The red beans probably would have took another 5 minutes of pressure cooking. So, well, that's interesting. This here, I'm leaving a link to Rob's Homemade Life. He did a video on this, and he's used it a lot since then. And in his description, there's an Amazon link to these, and right now they're like $17.87 or something like that. This is a 1.5 liter, by the way, and that's all I need. They cook vegetables like 5 minutes, their vegetables are done. So something to think about if you're trying to conserve how much propane, or even if you've got a rocket stove, you know, how much wood you'd have to put in a rocket stove to keep this thing bubbling. All right, one more spoonful, if you insist. Yep, it's the red beans. Everything else is done except the red beans are just a tiny bit not quite cooked. Thanks for watching. We'll be back. I just adjusted my solar oven, and I'm going to sit out here in the sunshine and thank the good Lord for letting me stay alive this long. And we'll see you soon. All right, we are right at 300, just a tick under 300, and it's a 11:53. And got a little behind. I've been on Facebook Marketplace. Let me move this real quick. No, I got a little behind on here. So there we go. We are almost dead center. Well, I found a brand new seat for my motorcycle. It's brand new. It's the original factory seat that somebody is selling for 75 bucks. And he'll meet me in Longview. He lives in Gladewater. And I'm gonna get it and put it on my motorcycle and see if I can just live with that. I suspect the original factory seat that came with my bike, it had 41,000 miles worth of sitting. So I think the foam may have just given out. And if I can get this seat for 75 bucks and it will work out, I will try and sell the worst seat I've ever sat on, which is the Saddlemen Extended Reach. Now this is going to push me back forward closer to the gas tank again, but I'll deal with it. Rather than, I mean, I'd rather be able to sit without being in excruciating pain. Because that Saddlemen, there's... I am still recovering from that seat riding out to Ben Wheeler and back. That truly is the most painful seat I've ever sat on. So tomorrow I'm going to meet him at Walmart in Longview, and it's worth 75 bucks to try, because my only other option is to send my original factory seat to Mean City Cycles and have it rebuilt for like 300 bucks, and then it's, you know, 50 bucks shipping out, 50 bucks shipping back. So there I am. I'm back into a seat for 400, you know, or more dollars. So this is worth a try. We'll see. Just sitting here waiting on my chicken to cook, and thinking about how YouTube has brought some really good people into my life. And Rob, the guy whose channel I'm going to leave a link to, actually the video where I first saw this little pressure cooker, this Hawkins mini pressure cooker. And I ordered that pressure cooker through his link on that video 6 years ago. And that's how long I had that little pressure cooker and didn't use it. So I'm glad I finally got it out. It is easy to use. I gotta admit, the first time that steam blew off, I had my back turned and I jumped about 2 foot. And that was funny. My wife, she laughed for about 10 minutes because when I jumped, all the dogs were out here. When I jumped, all of them got up like we were being attacked. So that was pretty funny. But Rob's one of the people. Anyway, Rob, here's what I'm getting at. Rob helped me get an Amazon link. And over the years, you know, that Amazon link has really helped to fill in the tight spots in my budget. And I thank Rob for walking me through the process. Not many friends would help you get an Amazon link when it might likely, you know, affect how much money they get from their Amazon link. And you know, I didn't think about that when I asked him, and he helped me anyway. So that's a good friend. And second, I want to thank everyone who uses my Amazon link to shop through. I'm not going to put it on this video because if you're interested in this pressure cooker, in Rob's description of the video I'm leaving a link to, he links right to that pressure cooker. And I checked, and it was like $17.87. My God, you can't go wrong for $17.87 for you know, a pressure cooker big enough for 1 or 2 people without wasting a whole lot of fuel. Okay, I'm gonna go back to enjoying the day. And beautiful day. I think this is our last cold day, and it's not even cold right now. I got a jacket and a hat on, and in the sun it's just fine. Alrighty, we'll be back. I'm gonna go check that here in about 10 more minutes. Yeah, it's still a little chilly, even sitting right here in the sun. It's just the wind. Y'all, do you remember my old friend, Dwayne? He had a motorcycle, and one of my bigger videos was me replacing the rubber bushings as cab mount bushings. And that's been a few years. Anyway, he passed away recently, actually a few days ago. And I've been going over in my mind, I'm not going to tell you, but something happened between us that sort of ended our friendship. And the last couple of days since I heard about his passing, I've been going over in my mind about, you know, forgiveness. And how far do you go? You know, where is the line? And I don't have any answers. It's just something I'm thinking about. And I feel sorry for his wife. She's got a lot of work to do. You know, when somebody passes, it's a lot of work taking care of tying up the loose ends. And anyway, I'm just sitting here thinking about that, and if we would still be friends if I was a little more flexible in how willing I am to let people do me wrong, I guess you'd say. And then on the other hand, maybe my do me wrong is something that somebody else would have no problem with. I don't know. I do know that I have very hard, concrete, unflexible rules that I determine whether I want to be friends with somebody or not, you know. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's just something to think about. He's not here anymore, so there's no change in that. All right, a couple more hours, we'll be eating chicken right here. Since we're talking, let me tell you this. All 2,250 of my videos are now accessible on Rumble. Well, actually, they're not all accessible yet, but they're all uploaded to Rumble. Rumble did all the work, and I'm telling you, if you have a YouTube channel, it's a very simple thing to go in and click a couple of buttons, and Rumble automatically does all the work. They will move your videos. They don't take them off YouTube, but they copy and move your videos onto Rumble. No charge, doesn't cost you anything. They do all the work. A couple other clicks and you can monetize. Now, it's not much money. I've made like 43 cents so far, and I'm not kidding. 43 cents is what I've made. I don't even care about that. But I suspect that Rumble may soon be the one that rises to the surface. It may not take over YouTube, but I think it's going to be the one. I think BitChute is the only other thing that is big enough platform that YouTube would be concerned. And I kind of think Rumble is surpassing BitChute now, because I suspect Rumble is going to be the next big thing. So I've gone ahead, I've moved all my videos over there. There's a couple of little caveats that I don't like. You can't eliminate thumbs down, so all the people that miss the thumbs downs button can go over there and thumb all my videos down, which is not a big deal. But the thing that is a big deal is this. There's no way to block people, but they do have a delete button, so you can delete comments. So I feel like as soon as the people that I have blocked from my YouTube channel realize they can go over there and leave nasty comments, they'll start doing that. But here's the thing. All comments come to my email, and this is my email right here. I have it in my pocket all day, every day, and I check it all day, every day. So it's just a matter of hitting the delete button to delete a comment. I can do that. That's not a big deal. And I would imagine that as Rumble grows, they will allow people to block troublemakers and mean people. I know how childish that sounds, but the fact is life is full of enough pain. And if you can stop people from coming into your life and trying to inflict mental pain, you should be able to. And until then, I'll just wear the delete button out if people leave comments that are... Now, I'm not going to go... Now, I know there's been 2 people that have left comments that I have blocked from my YouTube channel. And one of them, I already told them, one of them hasn't caused any problems. And as long as you're not a dick, you can go ahead and comment. I won't bother you. And I may even reply every once in a while. I don't go there often. When I do go there, it's to delete a comment. And the other one, just not a snowball's chance in hell I'm going to leave your comments. Your very first comment to me, you're such an asshole, man. And you know who you are. And I'm not going to even let you comment. I'm going to wear the delete button out. You can leave as many comments as you like, and I will delete it. I'm just not going to let you have a voice on a platform I'm in control of. So that's all there is to that. His first comment was telling me I should be a vegan because I'm fat. And, I've only been fat for about 20 years. I had 40 years of my life when my back problems were painful, when I was skinny, and my joint problems. So I barely made it through boot camp at the age of 17 because of my back problems. As a matter of fact, I was in boot camp, and they actually put me in the hospital. And they let me know that if I wasn't out of the hospital and back in training in a certain amount of time, that I'd have to repeat boot camp. I forced myself. And I didn't think I had it in me, and which is what boot camp is all about. It makes you find a level of determination that most people aren't aware they have. I had no place to go. If I didn't make it through boot camp, I had no place to go. My father had kicked me out. And so there was no choice but to make it through boot camp or to be homeless. And I got myself out of the hospital and completed boot camp. All over my back. So that's how long I've had back issues and joint issues. And anyway, okay, just sitting here in the sunshine. Good to be alive. Man, it's at 3:25. My goodness. I gotta give it another couple hours, I guess. It's just a little past noon. It's probably right around 1 or so. So about 3 o'clock, I'll come out here. And I'm gonna keep aiming it, but about 3 o'clock, I'll take it in. I'm hungry. It is almost 3:50, like 3:40 or so. 3:35 thereabouts. But I'm gonna give this probably another 30 minutes, and then we eating. I am hungry for some chicken. I'm gonna go down to my trailer, my shop trailer, and I'm gonna see if there's some utensils. I had a plastic spoon that I left on here, and I dropped it and broke it. So I'm gonna go see if there's anything down in there that I can leave out here and not worry about. All right, I'm gonna get this inside. I don't have anything out here I can lift that lid up, but it had got up to almost 350. I've had the lid open for a second. Yeah, I gotta get my boxing gloves on and pick this thing up, bring it in the house. Okay. So about 4 hours, 4.5 maybe. It's 2 o'clock. And probably 3 hours of that was cooking, and an hour was getting up to temperature. All right, that's all for now. I'll let this cool down a minute and we'll give it a taste test. All right, still hot, but I've cut some off with a fork. They're too hot to pick up. I don't know what it is about solar cooked food that makes it taste so good. The anticipation, I do not know. Yep. So, there you have it. We cooked some chicken. I would say for free, but the Sun Ovens. Let me finish chewing. I don't want to sound like a pig. The Sun Ovens, the All-American Sun Ovens, now are in the $4.50 range. I'm not an affiliate. I am thinking about once again becoming an affiliate. I stopped being an affiliate because they didn't pay me. And then they changed hands, and then they tried screwing you out of money that they owed you. And finally, they paid me, and then I sold a couple more ovens, and then they didn't pay me for them. So I just went through all 2,250 of my videos and removed their link and shut down my affiliate with them. But it's been a couple of years now. Maybe they're, it won't take long to find out if they're back to paying their salespeople. So, and who knows, they may not even have an affiliate program. So, thank you very much to Rob for hooking me up, telling me how to get an Amazon link many years ago. And thank you all for shopping through my Amazon link. And Rob's video will be in the description. If you watch his video, in his description is a link to that pressure cooker, the mini pressure cooker. And I'm going to be doing some more videos with that little pressure cooker just because it's a heck of a way to save fuel and cook something like rice and vegetables quickly. Okay, I'm going to eat. Thanks for watching.